Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you are located on this precious planet called Earth, wherever you are located, I hope you are having a phenomenal day, evening, or night, wherever you happen to be located. As you can see, I'm in the 3D application called Blender, one of the top 3D creation, 2D creation, VFX creation software on the planet. As you know, it's open source, so it's free. But for a free package, it does pack a lot of WAP to it. I've been using it since version 2.76. My topic for the day is using the pose library. So if I'm telling you about the pose library, you have to be in pose mode. And if you're in pose mode, that means your figure has to have an armature in it. Now, as you can see, I made a simple, I do a simple figure. This is the reason why I made my simple seaweed simulation. It's supposed to represent seaweed. I could have made it look better, but hey, that's when I used pose mode. The reason I really made this video, because most of the pose mode demonstration videos that I've seen on YouTube, they always got to involve something complicated, like a human being, an elephant, a giraffe. It's something complicated. I learned when I was in college, taking computer programming, hey, the best way to tackle something that's complicated is to break it down into simpler components. So instead of fighting, trying to get a pose mode on a human being, because you know how that goes. Once you got your figure looking right, it's always a headache to get your prized possession to move. So I make a little demonstration, as you can see here. When you have a little anything that you made up to use the pose mode on, or anything on, you don't have much invest in it. So it don't give me no heart attack to work with this. I don't get frustrated. So, like I said, we're going to go to pose mode. I'm already in pose mode. As you can see up here where my mouth is at, pose mode. My figure has an armature. As you can see, I use custom bones. I like using that. If you want to learn how to use custom bones, I made a video myself, and there are a plethora of other YouTube videos on how to use custom bones. But most of them, they're dealing with the old version of Blender. It may be a scan them out dealing with Blender 2.80 and higher. Alright, so let's dive right in. To use pose mode, we have to be in the object data properties. The object data properties menu with the little green looking leprechaun man running at the bottom. You see the little green leprechaun? You gotta click on him. You'll see something called pose library. Now, for me, I just now really used the pose library today. I haven't been using it for 5 or 6 years. I just tried it today. Whenever I learn something new, I like to put it on YouTube immediately. I'm going to get better with it. So when I go over pose mode or using the pose library, I'm going over the basic features. I'm going to say it again. I'm only going over the basic features. But to be able to use more advanced features, you better learn how to use those basic features first. So I'm not doing no razzle dazzle or nothing hard. That's the basic features for the pose mode. And I discovered there's a lot I like about the pose mode, because it helps you to animate your figure. There are other things in Blender that help you animate your figure. You can go to the action editor or the NLA editor. But what I like about the pose mode, even before you make a keyframe, you got your figure in a pose. That's what I like about it. I'm going to say it again. To use the action editor, the NLA editor, you have to start using keyframes right away. Not so with the pose mode. Pose mode means I can put it in the pose mode on the spot, and then I can start animating. So let's start. So with the pose mode, I'm gonna put it back in its default. I'm gonna select all my bones, hit Alt R, and put it back in its default mode. Alright. It's best to choose certain armatures. I'm just gonna rotate. I'm just gonna be using the rotate key today. I'm just gonna move each of my little grass things around. Each of them that I can quickly get to. I'm just gonna rotate them. It's not perfect because it's just a demonstration. I didn't want to wear myself out, like I said, making a human being and getting all upset if it didn't work. For this, I don't care. I don't have a lot invested in this. So if it works, whoopee. If it don't, I don't cry about it. So rotate on the y-axis. I really can rotate any, but I just like to do the Y for now. Okay, so here's the biggest thing you got to do. As you all saw, I did rotate each of my armatures, one at a time. Each of my little simulated grass. Now, here's the big part. You have to hit all. You have to hit A. You have to highlight all your bones, all of them, and then this is the most important part. Where you see my mouse at. It's called fake user. I want to click on that because I discovered when you click on fake user, it saves your data. If you don't click on fake user, you save it and you close it, all them poses are gone. So I suggest you, and you don't have to click on it one time. Click on fake user. It got the little shield there, sort of like Captain America shield. It got the shield, the check mark in it. But it's called fake user once you hover your mouse over it. So I got my armature. Move. I want to hit new. I want to hit the plus. I'm in pose mode. Pose library. You have to be in pose library. Where my mouse at? I'm gonna click on the plus. Then I just choose add new. Automatically. That pose saved right then and there when I hit the new. Now I just want to click on each one at a time again. And then to check it out, I'm going to hit Alt R. I got to highlight all my bones. Hit Alt R again. This is how you can check it right away. I got it on pose. I click on that little hourglass. It said apply pose, library pose. Okay, it moved. So, hey, that means the pose got saved. I clicked on that hourglass called apply pose, library pose. Now I'm going to start moving it around. So, because I want to create at least 4 of them. Then I want to make my animation. So I'll call that G1. The G for grass. Just move it. Just rotate it anywhere. I want to rotate this on the X. Rotate X. Let's see what happened. Then I'm going to rotate this one right here. Rotate on the Y. See what happened. I want to take this, rotate it on the X. Let's see what happened. Take another one right here, rotate on the Y. Not that much. It's just a little nudge. A little nudge. Why it's going down so much? Alright, that's good. Click another one. Rotate X this time. That's it. Click this one. Rotate Y. Just a little movement. My last one right here. Rotate X. So that's good. I'll come back over here to pose library. Oh, remember, you always got to select all your bones. Every last one of them. Or all the ones that you're using. But it's just easy to highlight them all without clicking on one armature at a time. It's best to click on, hit the A, and select them all. I hit the plus sign. I want to add new. So you have 3 options. Add new to current frame. I'm going to hit that because, yeah, to the current one. I'm going to call this G2. I'm going to hit Alt R to rotate it. I'm going to see if it's working. I click on a little hourglass, and it's working. Perfect. See? With the NLA editor with that action editor, you have to make the action right then and there. See, with the pose library, I can go back and see how it worked out, and I can save it. I can make adjustments and save it again if I want to. So the pose library is handy. I want to keep the grass the way it is right here. I want to rotate this on a Y a little bit. I want to rotate this one on a Y just a little. Rotate this. I want to go to a different spot. Now there's a confusion with all these circular armatures. I guess it would have been easier if I would have kept it the same with the with the octahedral bones. That would have been simple. Rotate on a Y, but it's all good. This one, rotate on X. I'm gonna bring it back some. Okay, that's good. This one, rotate on a Y. I said I only want to do 4 of them. Rotate on a Y. I'm gonna hit that plus sign. It's on. I'm still gonna say add to current frame, but you could hit new. It don't matter because it's still saying add new, but I got it in the middle of parentheses. Oops, what happened? Oh man, I better hit that plus again. I'm just gonna choose add new to keep it simple. Call this G3. Okay. Hit R. Oh, I made a mistake. I forgot it. So you remember, you gotta hit that A key. Hit the A key. I could delete that, but I'll choose apply. Since I made the change, I'll choose apply. The lock it there. Hit R. Go back. Hit the little hourglass. See that what happened? It didn't save my data. I'm gonna hit Control Z a couple times. Let's see what happened. Control Z. I'm just gonna delete it. G3, delete it. Hit the plus sign. Add new. Call it G3. G3. There we go. Hit out R. Click the hourglass to see if it's set in. And it's set. Whoa, whoopee. Okay. Now, let's keep going with this. This is my last one I'm gonna do. Alt Control Y. I'll bring it out. I'm gonna do that. Rotate on X. That. Rotate on Y. I'll bring it in. I'm gonna hit rotate on X. Tilt it back that way. I wanna hit for this. Rotate on Y. Tilt it that way. For this one, I'll say rotate on X. Tilt it in some more. And for my last one, I'll say rotate Y. Right there, that's good. Now I want to hit 8. I got all my bones highlighted. I click on the plus. Add new. Keep it simple. I call this G4. I like to hit Alt R to put it back in its normal default position. I hit the hourglass or apply pose library pose. Okay, it worked. Now here comes the moment of truth. Delete these old keyframes. Set it back to here. Here comes the moment of truth. How do I want to do my key in? I like to have it on. I like to set my key in on rotation. Rotation. Let's hope it works. Cause I don't use the key in part much. I usually hit key I. I usually hit the keyframe key. I select rotation. Now I'm doing something a little bit different. All right. So I'm gonna hit Alt R. Put it back in the normal position. Hit I. It's set right there. I want to go to 60. Increments of 60. I want to hit go to G1. Hit the hourglass. Hit the hourglass. Set the keyframe. I want to move to 120. Go to G2. Hit apply pose library. Alright, it move. I'm gonna hit my key. I want to hit I for my keyframe. It's set. Go to 180. Go to G3. Hit the apply pose library button. I hit that. Hit I for my keyframe. Then I'm gonna go to my last frame. 240. Go to G4. Hit the apply pose button. Then I hit my keyframe. Here come the moment of truth, people. Now, I'm going to start it again. I'm going to play it. Let's see what happened. And see it. Look at it. Look how beautiful that is. It's moving. I should zoom in a little bit more. It's moving. Look at that, people. Y'all see that moving? That's the beauty of them. I ain't had to make a bunch of weird, hurt my head with the keyframes. You know how you choose one bone, then you hit the keyframe. No, this is set forever. If I hit save, now since I'm recording this, I don't want the screen to go black. But if you hit save, open it up, it is saved. You can do a lot with the pose library. Look at that animation. Look at my little seaweed, my little low poly grass moving around. That's wonderful. So, because for me it's wonderful because I'm starting to animate in Blender now. I know how to make a human. I know how to make the arcade bones. So I'm ready for animating. That's why I'm learning about the pose library, the NLA editor, and the action frame. But when I do the others, I'll make videos on those too. But there we go. If you enjoyed this little demonstration, a simple demonstration, not with no hard figure. Not with no hard figure. If you enjoyed this video on excuse me, on using pose mode and using the pose library, give me a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions or you want to add to my knowledge of using the pose library, because I said I'm just using it in the basic, but it's not. I'm just using the basic mode, but it's not hard. Most of us, that's all we probably need is just the basic mode. Add a comment. If you would like to subscribe to hear me talk about my journey with Blender since 2.76, I don't do it every day. So I'm an educator by trade. I'm a math teacher. I do it when I feel like it. Subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, Blender family, 3D creators, don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Take your time like I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the love, the fun. Don't stress yourself out. Do it because you enjoy it. Till the next time, dear Blender family, peace.